Good morning again, everybody. Welcome back to LilyLuLou. If you're new here, my name's Karen. I'm the Junk Journal Geek. And if you're a returning visitor, thank you very much for coming back to join me today. I appreciate your company. So, my plan for today is to carry on working on this Spring-Summer journal. This is a design team project for Sani Creates, and I'm using her yellow and blue Bonanza kit. I'll leave all the links that you might need in the description below. Last time we made this flippy flappy thingy, Max, get down, and I decided that I'd made it far too bulky to go inside the journal, but I didn't want to leave it out, so I've decided it's going to be like my first page when you open the journal. So this, this will be sort of the cover. I haven't found an envelope yet that I'm using for the cover, so this will be the cover, and then when you open it, this will be the first page, and then obviously the other bit will be the back page. Still need to make journal cards go in, and I was thinking about maybe doing something with this envelope, because I'd said I wanted something sort of here on this. I was thinking about maybe doing something with this envelope like that, but I'm not sure about that because I think it might be covering up too much of these papers at the back. I don't know. I'm still toying with those ideas, but that's the book as it is at the moment. So today I thought I'd try and work on a panel for the front cover, and I always struggle with covers. Mind you, I seem to struggle with everything, especially when the camera's on. So, what I have pulled out is my cover's going to be made in this fabric. I wanted to do it in this fabric like I did with the Ukrainian journal, but I don't have enough of this left, so I may have an accent or something of that on. I wanted birds on the front, as I'd mentioned to you before, so I pulled this out of my Edith Holden book, but I think they're a bit too muted, compared with the other colours. I've got a piece of corrugated cardboard here that I had. I don't know if the light is picking that up, but there's gold. I think you can see it there. There's gold on there. I thought I had some other bits as well, but oh yes, I had my roll of Hessian ribbon. I get this out every time I make a cover thinking, oh, I'm going to have a cover and pop the other things on top, and then I never use it. And then I went through my I've got a little storage box here of all the bits of ephemera that I've made and not used straight away, and I knew I had this card that we'd made as part of a masterboard. You'll recognise some of these bits and pieces in here. So I thought if that card's not too wide, that maybe that can be my starting point, and even if it is too wide, I can trim it a little bit. So yeah, I think I'll take a little bit off of each side, and I don't think I'll use that now. And then I've got some ribbons and some other bits of fabric here. So we might do something with those. I don't know. So my initial idea was to have my focal point on the background of the corrugated card, and then maybe a bit of Hessian, to represent a nest or something, but I'm not sure. But I think the first thing I'll do is I'm going to cut this down a little bit, so I'll just pop you on pause while I do that. Right, I'm back again, and I've got into it this morning. I haven't even asked you how you all are, have I? How rude of me. I hope you're all well and happy, and you've had a lovely bank holiday weekend. It was quite nice weather yesterday. We had a few spots of rain here and there, but in between it was quite nice. And we went to my mum's and my hubby cut the grass for her. So took the dog out for a walk. Other than that, we didn't really do very much. So I'm really not sure about this hessian now. I was thinking a bit of lace at the edge or something. Snip that and see what it looks like. Snippity snip snip. I've cut this piece of card down to, I think it's about 5 inches wide, and I've cut the birdies down to about 4 inches wide. Really not sure what I'm doing. And I've just left that piece of blue fabric there, you know, to sort of give me an idea of what it's all going to look like. It's covering up too much. I had, when I was thinking about this, you know, it's like you wake up in the middle of the night and think, oh, I could do this, I could do that. And I can remember I was thinking the corrugated card and the hessian, but there was something else other than the lace. And I cannot, for the life of me, think what it was. And it was a brilliant idea. And I don't know what it was now. Should make a note. This is another, you know, decorating job, isn't it? And you know how painful it is for me to decorate things. I'm just rummaging next to me in my box of laces to see if there's anything. I might like. I think this, you know, where you can see through it, you can still see the cardboard underneath, is quite nice. But maybe I need something behind the whole thing. I don't think that's wide enough. But then I could have, I wonder if I've got another piece of that. I nearly dropped something in my tea then. But obviously this needs tidying up a bit. I'm quiet because I'm thinking, and because everybody's still in bed, as usual. Well, not everybody. My daughter's actually just got up to start getting ready for uni. But hubby's still in bed. No, I don't think that's it. And mate, you should see my desk already. How long have I been filming? Not even 10 minutes, I don't think, and my desk is a mess already. Right, so the white is definitely a no-no. The white is a no-no. Now I've got these. Let's take this. How about something just down the bottom there? That might be. Is it the Hessian that's doing it? So if that was in the middle like that. Max, stop scratching. You're annoying me. You've distracted me. I can't concentrate. That little beat going on in the background. I quite like that. Don't know about the bits at the side, but I like the bit at the bottom. Now, do I want to pop the Hessian back in or not? I really want the Hessian in, but I'm feeling like that's the problem. I feel like it might just need to be plainer. And I think I'm going to get rid of those bits at the side. So let me snip those off. I do have another piece of this that actually, oh, it is the same, yeah. I do have another piece if this goes wrong. And I decide I want the sides back in. So what did you all do for the bank holiday weekend? And we've got another one coming up next week, haven't we? Got the coronation on Saturday. Don't know about you, I think it's a funny day to have the coronation. Again, I'm disputing which is the right side of this lace. I think this is the right side. Yeah, I thought the coronation would be on a weekday, not on a Saturday. But does it matter, Karen? So we'll pop that on there. Yeah, so are you doing anything for the coronation? Are you having street parties or anything? I'm just going to stay at home and we'll watch it on the telly, I think. Just have a chilled day. Now I quite like that. Oh, and I quite like that. How strange. And then I think I want a word on this somewhere, but I think it needs to be a word mounted on something. I like this piece of fabric. I don't think it goes on there, but that will probably appear somewhere else in the journal. I need some tea. Now, in the kit pages, there are some little framey bits. Where are they? They are here. So I'm thinking maybe one of these on the front with a word. I think probably the darker blue would look better than the lighter blue. So it's between that and the yellow to keep the colour theme going. I think it will be the darker blue. I don't think the yellow will stand out enough. So we're just going to snippety snip that. I've been watching Claire from Purple Poppy. She's been doing some videos without talking. And I said to her, don't you find that difficult, filming without saying anything? I'm sure if I tried to do that, I know I stop talking and forget to talk when I'm recording, and then I say, oh sorry, I've gone quiet again. But I bet you if I tried to do a video without talking, I wouldn't be able to shut up. Right, I quite like that, but I think it needs a word on there. I don't think, I know we have the quotes in this, but I'm thinking, you know, something that says journal or something like that. And then I'm wondering if we need any of these, you know, the flowers that I cut out before, or anything to decorate. Where was that page? So a word like journal or something I'm going to have to hunt for off camera, I think, because I'm certain I don't have anything to hand that would have anything like that on. I don't know if it needs flowers or not, or if that's going to be too much. In, out, shaking all about. Or maybe a butterfly. Oops. I'll cut the tip of his wing off then. I like these butterflies because they don't have any antennae. And I usually cut them off anyway. I don't try and fussy cut around them, but I always feel bad when I do that. So I'm quite happy cutting around these because they don't have any antennae for me to worry about. Silly, isn't it? You just always think, oh, ouch. Max is whining in sympathy at the thought of the butterfly having bits chopped off. Yes, that's it. That's what we needed. So I think I need to grunge this little label up a bit. Now I know I need to ink all these things now. I think it was on the Ukraine journal actually. I'll try and remember to link that video in the description of this one. But I think I made myself a little journal plaque, you know, made a little frame and everything myself. But as I've got a frame, I don't need to do that. I just literally need the word. I'm sure in amongst all of the kits I have, I will have something like that somewhere. Now I will probably stitch around this. I'm not sure if I will be able to stitch this to the card, although it might be an idea to try because obviously the glue, because it's corrugated, there's not going to be a lot of surface area for everything to stick to. So I may try and stitch this to this and see how we get on. And because this has I made this quite a while ago. Some of these corners are lifting, so I need to pop a little bit of glue under those, and I'm probably made this with glue stick because that's what I usually do when I'm making a masterboard. And then I often go over it afterwards with water damp EVA, but I haven't done that on this one, so I think I just need to go in under those bits that are lifting with some wet glue, if my wet glue is going to cooperate this morning. Let's see, this bottle's nearly empty, and I keep meaning to order some new glue for myself, and I keep forgetting to do it. I need to squeeze it out first on here because I don't want it to come out in a massive blob when I only need a tiny bit under the edges and make a mess on everything. There we go. Was there somewhere else I thought needed? Oh, maybe it was just there. Felt like there was a few places. So I think let's pop this down on here to hold it in place while I see what the stitching will be like, and if I can't stitch it I'll have to go back in again like I did there with a little bit of extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about in the middle-ish. My poor sewing machine does get abused, doesn't it? Fancy even trying to think about sewing corrugated cardboard, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I think I'll give that a try now. Oh, I was supposed to stitch around that first, wasn't I? Never mind. I'm going to get my sewing machine out and give that a try, so I'll be back in a moment. Right, that seems to have worked quite well, and it's quite nice. It's got like a quilted effect on it, but I do think I need to try and squeeze a bit more glue on this side under this paper here. Where's my knife? Try and lift that slightly. I'm just trying to squeeze some glue in there without making a mess all over the whole thing. And the glue doesn't want to come out again. Come on, glue. Right, let's just hope there's not too much in there now. I'm trying to put my knife lid on top, back on my glue. You can tell it's first thing in the morning, can't you? Well, that's my excuse anyway. Now, where's my little scrapey scraper? Oh, it's not to hand. Oh dear. We may end up having more than one butterfly, because if this glue goes everywhere, I will need to disguise it. But hopefully, once it dries, it will be okay. There's my dabby bit. Oh dear, I'm making more of a mess of that now. Right, you'll see how that looks when it's dry. Yeah, so as that's worked quite well, I'm now thinking maybe I should stitch this and this so that we have some stitching going around this edge. Or should I just glue it? If I just glue it, I can always stitch it later, can't I, if I change my mind? Yep. So, looking for some fabric glue now in my box, and I can't remember which one's which. One of these Collal glues is better for fabric than the other, and I can't remember which one's which. I'm glad I've got an appointment to have my eyes tested next week, because they're definitely getting worse. Cardboard and textile. Right, this one. Now this is probably, oh, this is definitely going to be a joy trying to get this out, because I haven't used it for ages. If it doesn't work, we'll just go back to the other one. So how far up does that need to go? Oh, it's coming out. So up to about here. Now I should have my glue mat out really. I know I don't need to have it that high up, but I want to. Snip these bits off. Right, now, where's my glue mat? There it is. Pop that down on there. I can trim those other edges off afterwards. And then we need a little bit along here. Maybe I should, actually, I think I'll use the other glue for that, if it will still come out. And just try and dot it on the bits that have got a bit more about them. As I say, if this is, if I find it's not enough, I may well stitch around all this afterwards. Don't know. Trying to get enough on without too much. There. Please don't stick to my finger. Please stick to what I'm sticking you to. And then this is going to go here. And the butterfly is going to go up there. That was what we said. I don't know why I've got it all the way over there. So I think I can stick them down because I'll find a word just to stick on that afterwards. So let's get the glue on while the glue's flowing. Actually, could use that glue that's there. Save it going to waste. So as I say, I will go and find a word to go on here off camera, because I don't even know where to start looking for that at the moment. Not sure about that there. Maybe I do need a piece of fabric or something under there to help that stick. Because of the corrugated bits. That's not the right colour. What have I got? I've got some little bits here. Let's see if I've got something little that we could... How would that look? Might be all right. Right, I need to get my pinking shears now to even that up. Oh, that's got it on. That's not wide enough though. That's narrower. Although that's going to be quite narrow, isn't it? By the time I've put the pinking shears along there. Oh dear! I knew there would be an extra faffy bit somewhere along the line. Just bear with me a moment. Right, I've got my pinking shears, so I'm just going to snip that edge so it's sort of the same all the way round, and I'm hoping that that will the fabric will grab that a bit better, but again I'll get the machine on it if it's causing a problem. I wonder which glue would be better. Whichever glue you use, Karen, it's better to take the lid off of it and open it so that it can flow. Funny that. Right. Let's pop that there. And then I think I need this all to dry before I try and do anything else with it. So I will leave it there for today. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to find a word to stick on there. And then depending on how it's looking at that point, I may well stitch around the whole thing. I might stitch around this if I'm not convinced that that's going to hold. The butterfly I think will be okay, but if I think that's going to be a problem, I'll just stitch just down his body there to hold him there. So I'll leave that there for today. Thank you for joining me. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy your own crafty time. I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye bye.